Steve, it ends here, goalless at Southend. How do you assess the performance today?
Excellent. I thought we were really good value for a point, and in fact, based on clear-cut chances, we should have won the game. Even to the point where the incident, the last kick of the game, he's wiped him out. It's just, it's difficult for me to comment really. You just asked for honesty and being objective, and we didn't get that in that incident, if I'm being perfectly honest. But there you go. We should have finished the job in normal time anyway, with those three clear-cut chances we had. But yeah, I thought we were, obviously I changed the shape, I changed the personnel. I asked us to be more dogged, and asked us to be more rigid, out of possession, and I thought we were excellent. I didn't think they actually created anything, if I'm honest.
You're right. What was the message to the boys going into second half? Because I do believe that the second half performance was much better than our first half performance.
Well, I think, as I've just said in my previous interview, obviously I've changed the shape, and I've changed the shape for a good reason, because I wanted to exercise more control of the game in midfield, which I thought Alan Judge did. I thought the first 25 minutes we were, bearing in mind it's the first time we played that shape since I've been here, I thought we were getting to grips with the shape and finding our feet a little bit. But I thought from 25 minutes in, we got more and more comfortable. Judgy got higher and higher up the pitch, got on the ball a lot more often, and I was comfortable at half time that we'd had a good look at them and what they offered, and that we could go on and win the game second half. So I thought, that the intention was to be more front foot in the second half, and it would stretch the game as the game wore on, and I think that's what we did.
You're right, we were more front foot. We actually had three clear-cut chances, that Che Cooper chance, the Cairo on the edge of the box. Is that just being a little bit more clinical at the right moments?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously something that I've discussed and I've been completely open about. Yet again, we've come into a really difficult game against a good side in a highly charged atmosphere. We've created really good chances. We just need to be more clinical, because if we'd been more clinical today, we'd have won the game.
Southend's a team that's pushing for playoffs, but I think we can look at the positives. That's a point pushing away from safety. Do you agree with that?
Oh yeah, there's nothing negative about today. For Braintree Town Football Club, it's a great performance and it's a great result. If anybody had said to you at the beginning of the season, you'll go to Southend on Good Friday and you'll draw 0-0 and you'll create chances and should have won the game, I think anybody would have taken that, wouldn't they?
We know in the Essex derby it's going to be hostile, but for the 700 plus fans, what was the message to them?
They were brilliant. And I'm delighted that we've been able to give them something to take away with them. They deserve that based on their turnout today, which I think is the biggest away turnout that Braintree have ever taken to a competitive game. Yeah. And I'd like to think that reflects where we are as a football club and how they believe in what we're doing and how we're doing it. And I'm delighted that we rewarded them. It would have been even better if I could have rewarded them with 3 points, but at the end of the day, we'll settle for that performance and we'll settle for that result, which I thought was fully deserved.
3 games left of our campaign. Now we've got Dagenham and Redbridge on Bank Holiday Monday. How are we going to go into that game, and what's the preparation going to be like?
Well, we've suffered injuries today. We're going to have a roll call over the weekend. The physio is going to be working overtime. We've got to see who's available to us and take stock. But yeah, I mean, listen, today was all about today. We've had no focus and no discussion about Monday whatsoever, because I was convinced that we could come here and go a long way to doing the job, and I think we have. So yeah, we'll be prepared on Monday. We'll be ready, and I'd like to think that we can do the job Monday.
Thank you, Stephen. I'll see you Monday.
Thank you.